It's time for a bus tour. This is a bus I bought like 3 weeks ago, and I did all the work myself. Still haven't painted it, obviously, but I'm gonna give you guys the grand tour. That's my sunshade to protect me from the sun. I have these sails over it because the sun can get pretty hot. This is my little area. Water pools up here, so I decided to dig a moat and a little river. And yeah, my daughter loves this. Okay, let's go inside. Take the slippers off. Wipe the feet on the grass a couple times. Haiku is very, very muddy. And so the first thing that I'm going to show you is just this hellish area with all my shit. I've got like music gear in there, computer stuff in there. This is toiletries. This is miscellaneous stuff. Drums, long sleeve stuff that won't fit in there. And my basket. I have to enter and exit through this because this mechanism right here doesn't lock from the outside, nor does that lock from the outside. So anyway, this is probably I'm probably the most insecure about all this, which is why I did it up front. We got a cool little control panel that goes to the fuse box, and I have an electric cable or an extension cord that runs from my house all the way up into my bus, up into here, and it has access right here. So all my cables and electricity come through here, which is like, this is phase 1, so this is still pretty raw. It drops down to another outlet right here, which this one's a little more fancy. It's got some surge protection, but it's not a power conditioner, which I actually realized I need. Got all my mic stands and brooms and stuff. This is my L12 mixer. I love this mixer because it's a digital audio interface and also a mixer, which if you don't know, they weren't making those. You either had to have an audio interface that would connect to your computer, or you had to have a mixer, or you had to have both, right? These are my Yamaha something HS8s or something that are probably too big for this space. My MacBook Pro, my music hard drive. This is my Machine Plus, which is amazing. This thing can do standalone, but it was designed really to interface with the computer, but it can do standalone, which is really cool. It's not the most powerful thing, but it's great. Anyway, moving on. Then I have my 32-inch, not smart TV, but just my like little monitor, so I can send stuff from my computer over here, and I can sit here and people can sit on my bed, which is a rumpus right now. And then I got my hand pans underneath that. I got my DJ equipment, my little rolling tray right there. Got my a whiteboard. This outside right there is my altar. My little fairy, that's my fairy realm. My snake plant. This, I almost had a fucking heart attack. I didn't almost have a heart attack. I almost had a temper tantrum. I definitely had a temper tantrum trying to put this up, but it actually ended up looking pretty nice. Then I got a little creative down here. This is just like a foam mattress sitting on the floor, which this is laminate, by the way. This is my little tea station, and my controllers are everywhere. Water boiler, lamp, guitar, super gaudy water container, my fern, all my things, diffuser, got a magic wand. Ba-na-na-na-na. Okay, put that away. Got all my tinctures and things. And then I got some new mechanical pencils. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's been a month, maybe, since I got this thing, and it was in pretty good condition. It still had the seats in it and everything, and so I took all the seats out, ripped the floor out, which only took like 2-3 days, painted the entire inside, and I've got a lot of plans for this bus, but it has to move in phases, because one thing that I tend to do, and I've seen myself do this, is I'll move in an extreme way from one project to another, and not always tend to the projects that I've already started, but start another project. And so the project that I started before kind of suffers, and I'm referring to like my business and TikTok and sessions and stuff like that. Because I literally, when I got this bus, all I wanted to do was work on the bus. And similarly enough, all I want to do now is kind of like hang out in the bus and make music in the bus and do sessions in the bus. And so now, normally I'd be like, oh, I want to get it all done right out the gates, but I don't have the budget for that. I don't necessarily have the time, and it's not time yet, you know? So as a reflector, I'm still learning a lot of lessons in how to move even more slowly and in a more rhythmic pace. And I'm anticipating by the end of summer having phase 2 either started or like midway through, or hopefully completed by the end of summer. Phase 2 is going to be like ripping the ceilings off, creating a more legitimate kind of like power supply system, tearing the walls off as well, fixing some of these to the actual body of the bus so that when I drive around it doesn't like slide around and shit. I kind of like the floor bed vibe. I'd consider maybe bringing it up, like doubling the height of it, like maybe instead of having the floor or the bed here, having the bed up here. So building a little platform that would give me some storage underneath. But I do like the kind of like low profile back end, because it just feels so much more open and tall. But I would be open to raising it maybe like another, I don't know, maybe another foot or so for storage. Because these are the wheel wells. And this one actually looks really nice because I wallpapered it super nice. This one, not so much. Which I like. I feel like my whole life I've told myself I have OCD, or people have told me I have OCD. But clearly I don't have OCD. I think there's just certain things like with cables, you know, they're dressed up relatively nicely. This is a long ass video. Thanks if you're watching up to this point. But anyway, people wanted a van tour. I squeeze these when I leave, but then I have to squeeze these and then go out that door, because like I said, this door doesn't lock from the outside. But people ask for a bus tour, and that's it. I'm gonna paint it one of these colors just to make this video longer. I'm gonna paint it like a minty green color, which that's still part of phase 1. I'll probably do that next time I get like a dry week. I'll paint it so that way it kind of like blends in more with the nature and shit. I got a punching bag over there. Let's see what else. That's about it, guys. Thanks for cruising and watching this video. I'm super stoked about the bus. So many good things are already coming out of the bus, and it like hasn't even been a month that Naga has been with me. It also runs, it drives. I'm working on getting the registration so I can get some plates. Not that I'm really gonna be like driving it a bunch of places, but it's just nice to like know that if I needed to, or if this flooded out, that I could just drive the bus away. Also, it's like living on Maui, there's so many like weird things that happen with people's places. We've been really blessed to have like a consistent place to stay. My partner Emerald has been here for like over 6 or 7 years now, and yeah, we had our baby here, and hopefully we can just continue to raise her here with the blessings of Jah. So thank you for sticking around for the casual bus tour. I'll probably do more of these because the bus is always evolving. And for anyone that is considering getting a bus or doing a conversion, do it. Do it. I would say, one thing I would say is when you're installing the floors, don't be hasty like I was. I didn't have enough screws, and because of that, I have some areas where it feels kind of like the plywood is kind of like just like breaching up a little bit. So take your time. And also like know what you need to get done. There's certain things that you can do later with very minimal effort. Like, you know, eventually I'm going to do the walls and the ceilings and stuff like that. Know what it is that the thing is going to do for you, and make sure that that happens. And have fun losing your mind.